I don't want to be making this video. You don't want me making this video, Akash. Nobody wants me making this video. And yet I have to make the video. Here I am again, ladies and gentlemen. Your lovable, unmonetized, sorry, demonetized. Well, I was never monetized, so I was like, whatever. Reporter, how's your news? And what else do I have to report today? Oh man, if you have the last name Singh, you were born with some luck, I tell you, man. Like I don't know what it is about this man, but like they are dragging him. Like it is so fucked. Like there's videos coming out now, like about various other shit, showcasing him in like the most negative, like the well, it's her behavior mostly, but like it showcases how like when you have two people who basically have nothing in common with each other than sexual attraction, and like that's probably tenuous because it's like if she's going to his comedy show and then he's chasing after her, like it's always implied, right? Like it's always going to be like, yeah, you have to cater to me, you have to live up to my expectations type shit. And he's probably, used to that. He's probably thinking to himself, well, that's how my dad treated my mom. That's how, like, guys treated girls and shit. And like, he has to like understand, like, back in those times, like, girls didn't vote or shit like that. Like, it was like seen as antiquated. You know what I mean? Like, okay, why would you take away from caring from the house and your kids and the chores, all that shit, to go out and vote and shit like that? And now here we are. You could just vote with your phone. You don't even need to like, do much of anything. You just like swipe a card. Like we live in such a late leisure filled like society with like dating websites and shit like that. And like okay, here's the thing. Like I thought I was actually older than Akash. Apparently I'm actually younger than him by like 1 year or something. Like what the fuck, man? Oh man, that's rough, man. Like look, one of the reasons why I think he's going through what he's going through is that he lived in the comfort of the bubble of his existence, if you know what I mean. So he thought that like, okay, his body type, his shape, with the amount of money that he's making, is appropriate, right? And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be jumping on like product or anything like that to like, prove a point. But like, if you have the money to like change your outlook on life from like a dorky ass guy from high school to like, more of a shapely man, right? Like you should do that. And I just don't see the evidence with Akash. And he's like my age. He's older than me. So like how the fuck do I look younger than him? I'm stronger than him. I'm like it's this weird kind of like thing where I grew up with people like this and they were always quick and very, very, took great pride in telling you like what you need to do, how you need to talk to girls, this and that. Oh my god, dude. I mean, this girl, the videos that are coming out about her are so disgusting. It's just like, and I know some of it is her playing it up for like the camera and shit to be like, oh look at me, I'm so socially unaware. That kind of stupid ass comedy that nobody actually likes. It's just like a bunch of girls like to watch it because it's like, look, we're making jokes now, and it's funny to us, but only us. And it's like, yeah, just you, just you fucking idiots. And they even like amongst girls, like other girls will like look at you and be like, yo, something wrong with you. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of guy humor that like, you know what I mean? Like, what's so funny about it? Like, this is weird. Weird kind of guy humor that some guys have that like I can't even describe to you because it's like some of the shit I laugh at is like pretty whatever, right? But again, like, fuck, it's been like almost 4 or 5 days now, and there's no stopping the hate train against the Akash. Akash ATM. That's his new name now. So it saves me the fucking trouble of calling him Akash Sings. Like the fuck, man. It's bad enough we got all the fucking Sikhs and shit dragging me down and shit, and then you're gonna fucking get this guy over here. And it's probably like inorganic, where they're like, oh yeah, that Hindu version of the Singh, bring him down. Downvote is like fucking shit. Yo, I saw this one. Fuck, dude. I saw this one video of his wedding, and I just had to. I just had to, dude. I clicked it, and I immediately scrolled down to the comment section. Holy fucking roast. Getting roasted comment after comment. Thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of like 10K. Fucking, oh my god, man. Can you imagine you're born this guy? Like, you. Because I was going over it just like a little bit to see like what everybody was saying, and it was like driving me fucking insane because he keep playing that fucking one video over and over again, And I think like that's about his like wedding or whatever, and it has that one song that plays from the movie and shit, and it's just like you're probably wondering how I got in this mess. And it's just like, yeah, shut the fuck up. It's so fucking cliched and shit. And so played the fuck out. But like watching it over again. And then watching your like the cut back to your wife going like, I miss college, and like the way she talks, it's like, yo, dog, how do you not how did you miss up that opportunity to use her face with a fucking punching bag? He's like, yo, man. He hit her in the head like, yo, your honor, she was always this retarded. uh, but like on the real though, yeah, man. Like I see Pearl. You remember Pearl? Pearly things or whatever her name is, the right winger, the wannabe right winger grifter and shit. She's like trying to style on Akash. Everybody's trying to style on Akash, man. Even me, apparently. What do you want me to do? I can't help it. That's what I do, man. Report the news with a heavy dose of bias, just like mainstream media, except without the commercials. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Doing these long ass news segments. Like, fuck, what was this, 20 minutes? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Am I really going to be talking about this? Well, yes. Yes, I am, because I'm that kind of guy. just to, just to also twist the knife. I'm like, I just twisted it to like fucking 12 o'clock Cinderella time. It's just like, fuck. The carriage goes away, turns into like a pumpkin. The wedding dress turns into, I don't know, like a bag, potato sack. The slippers turn into like syringes. What the fuck am I even talking about? Well, anyways, like, good news is, like, Steam Machine's coming out. I know, it's so unrelated, but, like, whatever. I get to be happy about something, unlike Akash, because it's like, yo, if you ever want to get into, like, the occupation of releasing software, just like, games, maybe other shit, like the DLCs, the skins, whatever. I think there's gonna be like a period of time we call like our like golden age, if you will, before AI comes through and just like makes it like a one man show. Like a guy's like, oh, I have this dream, and then he just constantly like fucking types or like speaks into like a microphone, and like this computer AI construct like does pretty much everything. And it's like this one guy makes this one game. And then like everyone's just like, they're happy about it, but they're also like upset because they're just like, well, if one guy makes a game, what are we paying him? Are we paying him like actual prices and shit? But like that's news for me. I think news for like Akash now is most likely going to be way way worse. And say that's why I brought up my news because it's like, yo, now you're gonna hear some depressing shit now. You're gonna hear some depressing shit. All right, well, beyond everyone should say the usual divorce, getting you bitch, but I'm like thinking to myself, well, what if there's like a something that we're not informed about, like a an action that happened before. But you know what? Because like here, when I thought that it was just like these one off or these couple instances that like she just slipped up and shit, and it was just like coming out that she's like that. But apparently, like there's even more, and it's like way back, and it's like what the fuck, dude? And like you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine like you're just like me, but like unlike me, right? Like you don't have like a celebrity like spouse. So then, like, you make like these YouTube channels or like these podcasts or whatever on Instagram or whatever, and then like nobody cares about it until one day somebody stumbles on all your shit and it just like exposes you nonstop, hardcore. Oh, dude, that would suck so bad. Cause like, see, for like me, that'd be a good thing because it's like, yeah, whatever. You talk a lot of shit or whatever. Like, you'll get into fights with like certain ethnicities, races, and stuff for the shit that you said. Fine, whatever, right? But like for that, like the ramifications, her family, his family, the possibility of them having kids, right? Like that just like basically burnt all those bridges, man. And like we're probably gonna like look back at this when we're older and be like, wow, even though like you could argue that it was an extreme case and maybe we didn't know all the details and this and that. It can also be said that like, damn, that is one dumbass too. Oh damn, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. Oh man, damn son. Fuck. And it's like I thought that we would all get dragged, but like the thing is, right? There's like a barrier between us and that like level of celebrity that like most people can't touch, right? Like the whole once you get past 6 zeros, when you get past 7 zeros, how much money you make, right? Like I don't know. It's none of my business to speak on that, but like, does it even fucking matter? Like, wouldn't you rather be a fucking janitor at this point and not even have a wife? You know what I mean? Not even like, just like be single, have like, I don't know, like some dirty magazines or whatever, keep you company. And like as like frugal and as like, simple as a life that sounds, it's like infinitely better than having like the money, the fame, the friends, the resources, the connections, but you don't have the connection that matters the most. Damn, man. Yeah, I gotta make a video about this shit, talking mad shit, doing the shit that I do, man. Cause it's like, yo, no one's gonna be talking about this man's suicidal state, eh? Like, I think, like, yo, he has to have like his friends. What's his name? Andrew and whatever. Like, even like Joe Rogan could reach out to this guy and like chill with him for a bit, bring him on his podcast, and be like, whatever, man. Girls are like that, drink one, smoke one with your boys, and let's talk about like your next upcoming comedy shows and shit like that, like to like fucking, you know what I mean, like chill him out and stuff. He goes, mm. Like I said before, this is enough to kill a man. You know what I mean? Like you can't be saying shit like that, doing shit like that, and then other shit coming from the past. That's even worse. Like there's this one, right? And she's at the doctor. She's just talking mad dirty. And it's just like, oh, do I even have to bring up like what she say? Like, you heard what she said before. Like, just use your vague imagination. You're probably right like 60, 75% of the time. Like whatever. You're half right, half wrong. One more right often than not type shit. Fuck. And then it's like you're married to that, and like the thing is the whole V thing. Like, okay, a part of me wants to buy it, but then like I'm thinking like, yeah, there's probably something that happened in the past, or like something that like he got caught cheating, and then she's just like, well, I'm just gonna like, get back at you in like, little ways here and there, and then like eventually, her discomfort was raised up because like, okay, all it takes for girls is like, okay, let's say she catches you cheating with a specific girl, right? And then you're just as so much as seeing hugging her, right? You're not like with her. You're just like you just like say hi or like you hug her or whatever, right? And then she sees that like, yo, you guys haven't like, fucking, sworn off each other like fucking nuns or some shit like that. Then she's gonna be like, oh, that's it. That's it. I fantasize about orgies. I have a roster of them. Wah, wah, boy. Alright, and shit like that. And then the entire internet clowns her too. Like, it's not even like close. I thought it was just gonna be like a couple dozen. Dude, it's in the hundreds. Hundreds of video made about the same thing. And then it's like, one time, I was just like, I had to go take a shower. And so I just left the video on just like to hear it playing in the background. I didn't even realize how long I was taking. And I went through like three or four videos of the same topic. Yeah, it was just like playing back to back, like 10 minutes there, 15 minutes there, just talking about this girl, about like how unfaithful she is, about how like, like people aren't actually sorry for Akash. They're like, you should have known better. You should have. It's like everybody wants to have that like, idealistic lifestyle where they're like, their girl is specifically loyal to just them and stuff, but they're like, that comes with like, work, you know what I mean? Like either you do it when you're young or you become someone who is good enough, like you embody that person so that like you don't necessarily have to go looking for it. And I made that mistake because it's like, yeah, you could be good looking, but if you don't look like work towards looking good, like people won't appreciate that. So you have to be realistic with yourself. Like you can't just say, "Oh, you could see through everything," right? You could see through my clothes and see like, all the stuff underneath and then like you're gonna like me. No, like people automatically make assumptions, most likely based off of their in preference groups. So like in the case of Akash and like, the Indians, like yeah, no offense guys, but whatever, right? But like and like this isn't me throwing shade or insults. Like this is what everybody's fucking saying, dude. And the reason why I can say that like I'm different and stuff is because it's like even though I've been like almost pretty like open about my effeminate nature and this and that, like height wise, size, everything about me has been, I don't know, scaled up every single time I see an Indian guy. Like, at sometimes like Indian guys will be bigger than me, but like oftentimes like I'll just like have certain features about myself that makes me slightly larger or much larger than most Indian guys. On average, of course, right? Now take that into account and then apply that to like, the temperament, apply that to like, the aggression, apply that to like, the nice guy thing. Like I was like that. I honestly was. Like in elementary school, I was like that. And then in high school, when I was just like, not getting any, and I was just like getting pissed off, like that started like fading away from me. And then slowly but surely in my like, you know, early teens to 20s, like it just went away. Like I said to myself, like, fuck it, I'm tired of this shit, you know? Like if you it's like Philion said, if you tolerate it, then that's what you allow to happen to yourself. And he basically he screwed himself so hard that the internet's not gonna leave him alone, like not even close. And I think like it's very much a lesson learned because I really think that he should have been more shallow. I think that was his biggest problem. Like he thought that like she was good enough, and like, come on, man, use your fucking eyes, man. What the fuck? I mean, you're fucking older than me and shit, right? Anyways, don't commit suicide and shit. Take care.